The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between Bob Jones University and your PCC Lady Eagles. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for many blessings given to us. I thank you for giving both teams safe travels on their way here. You keep them safe in the court. Help there be no injuries. Help us do everything to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Bob Jones, number 3, Catherine Skibo. Number 14, Anna Lane Wilder. Number 15, Beth Clark. Number 25, Bria Dickinson. And number 31, Shay Dickinson. The Bruins are led by Coach Mike Levere. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A senior from Chester, Virginia, number 4, Kristen Menser. A senior from Mansfield, Ohio, number 14, Jenna Wolford. A senior from San Juan del Rio, Mexico, number 21, Monse Torres. A senior from Flower Mound, Texas, number 23, Leah Phelps. And a freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, number 25, Sky Boyd. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Jared Sellers with assistant coach Heather Sellers.
A thrilling night of basketball here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Bob Jones University face off against the 2 seed Pensacola Christian College. Bob Jones being the 3 seed in the South Region Tournament. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside me, Coach Wilson. Coach, great to have you here tonight.
Thanks, Al. It's really great to be back. What a good game for me to be a part of.
Skylin Boyd having her second start of her young freshman career. She receives a handoff and goes corner to Menser. Pensacola Christian College victorious in the second meeting at home. Wow, Boyd with a circuit shot. Obvious foul. She'll head to the free throw line. Actually calls a traveling violation. Very interesting. Torres tries to get a steal. Another turnover here for Pensacola. Bria Dickinson, Shea Dickinson, Wilder as well as Hutton on the floor with Catherine Skibo for Bob Jones University. They go to Skibo and she launches a triple. That one's off the mark. Great double team on the low block. And Wolford with the takeaway. Boyd finds Phelps ahead of the pack off the backboard and good.
I like to see that transition. I like to see that quick transition up the field. Great pass by Skyland. Find Leah on the break.
Coach, not even a minute of elapsed time, and already a close, high-tempo basketball game in front of our faces.
It's something that I expect. You can just expect both these teams to be playing at their highest level. Whenever they match up, things are usually really close, and so you can just almost count on that to happen.
Dickinson fires at three. That one's no good. Torres the rebound. Wolford, the play caller, the senior guard, also the South Region Player of the Year. 3 steals a game and a triple on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounds her own miss. Rotates it to Phelps. Inside to Montse Torres, who's evidently fouled there by Shea Dickinson. Both front court players, first team All-South Region selection this season. Congratulations to Montse Torres. She averaged 8 points and 8 rebounds per contest this year.
I like to see that aggressive look inside by Montse. She's already playing smart and obviously causing some frustration on Shea Dickinson.
Dickinson, we mentioned she's a first team all-selection in the South Region. She averaged 10 points per contest as well as 6.9 rebounds per game.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Levere keeps in Shea for long, seeing that's her second foul.
Boyd attacks with force. Layup no good. Wilder the rebound. Here is Dickinson. She'll attack on Boyd. Pivots in a retreating fashion. And Shea Dickinson off the backboard and good. Dangerous pass there by Wolford. Boyd will attack and go to Menser. Boyd inside to Torres. Torres will attack. Torres off the backboard and good. Very aggressive move there by Mo to show.
Such great, smart basketball by Montse there.
Here is Clark. Dickinson. Layup no good. Baseball pass up to Phelps. One more pass to Boyd. Regathers her step off the backboard and good.
One thing that Skyland Boyd is so good at is gathering herself so she gets a good straight look at the basket rather than just chucking it up there.
And the interception by Wolford. Phelps plants corner, finds a cutting Torres. Torres to the basket, she goes. Scooping layup good. Mo to show, see her play in theaters on Friday night. Well, a great performance early. 4 points already and a rebound. Dickinson will fire. Boom, boom, boom.
One thing you can't do is leave Shea Dickinson open. I mean, she's a South Region, first team all region for a reason. She's a good, solid player.
Menser doesn't settle for a shot. 15-foot jumper is off the mark. Dickinson had a triple in her last outing. 37% from beyond the arc this season. She'll go in the post to Torres and she's rejected. Clark stops on a dime. Second chance opportunity is no good. Here's Torres, second rebound of the game. Phelps keeps it in bounds. Phelps will attack off the backboard. No basket, but a foul.
I'd love to see the aggressiveness offensively by PCC. One of the things that I had kind of thought of that the Eagles need to do really well is have great transition defense from getting the defensive rebound, getting to the offensive end, and that's what they're doing. They're beating Bob Jones down the floor and getting a couple of good looks and easy shots.
Menser to Boyd, the freshman phenom from Birmingham, Alabama, off the glass and good.
I like to see this press that Coach Sellers has. I was hoping he'd probably put a little bit of pressure on full court on a made basket. So I'm excited to see what the Eagles will do on the defensive end.
Rachel Phelps here to the table. Skibo will skip it over rather to Clark. Clark will attack. Clark, fading basket is off the mark. Torres, another strong rebound, and an obvious foul there on number 15, Beth Clark. That is Clark's first. Shay Dickinson already with 2. Annie Miller into the game as well for number 25, Bria Dickinson.
I expected Bob Jones to also put some pressure on. I think our girls, if we slow down, will have no problem breaking the press.
Phelps takes the contact. No good. Geisler remains on the low block. Added a attempt for a rebound. Beautiful cut there by Rachel Phelps. Scooping layup, no good. Geisler keeps it alive. Torres will drive, spin move. Back to Geisler. She lets it fly. No good.
Great play there by Holland Geisler. She kept that play alive by getting those 2 offensive rebounds.
Here is Beth Clark. Great cut by Wilder going back door. Rearranges her shot, and that's good. Anna Lane Wilder, what a game she had the other night against Johnson University. 24 points, 8 triples, and an evident foul there in the half-court setting. Great call there by the baseline official.
They're calling it tight. They're not letting a lot of, physical play go on, which is good. As long as it stays consistent, it's not a bad thing for us to see.
Phelps to the line this year. Second team all-region selection this season. Was the South Region Player of the Year last year. That one finds the front of the rim and falls. Phelps averaging 11 points per contest. Give her 5 boards as well. Second free throw true. The Eagles up by 5. And a 30-second timeout called by head coach Jared Sellers. We'll step aside briefly. Rachel Phelps and Holland Geisler into the game here for Pensacola Christian College. Miller working the baseline and finding Clark. Clark guarded tightly there by Rachel Phelps. And another interception there by Jenna Wolford. She'll let a triple fly. That one no good. Rebound by Tabor, who recently just checked in as well. Goes to Catherine Skibo, back to Miller. Miller will find Clark, throws it to a spot. Clark, no good. Entry pass denied by Phelps. Phelps will attack. Phelps to the basket, no good. Here is Beth Clark. Mentor also to the table for Pensacola. And a three-pointer on the way. That one off the mark for the Bob Jones Bruins. That was number 20, Ainsley Hutton.
Eagles are doing a good job of limiting second chance opportunities for Bob Jones.
Torres will let it fly. That one off the mark. The Bruins will keep it inbound to keep the momentum swinging. Miller will swing it over to number 15, Beth Clark, the senior business administration major. Catherine Skiba will find Hutton, guarded now by Torres. She has 12 to operate here. Hands it off to Miller. Miller gets inside. Layup off the backboard, good for Annie Miller. Miller started into 2 appearances against Pensacola Christian College. Coming off the bench in this contest, Rachel Phelps finds a moving Wolford. Phelps will let it fly. High arcing triple, no good. Kept alive by Torres. Geisler loses the possession. The Eagles scoreless in the past minute and a half, Coach. What's been happening offensively that's making us so stagnant?
I mean, I think we're getting good looks. Defensively, we're getting the ball up the floor. We're getting into good position. I don't see a whole lot of pressure from Bob Jones on the defensive end. So I think we're getting a good shot. Good shots. We just haven't knocked a couple of them down. Looks like Bob Jones is in a zone.
She'll attack it. Tough take, and the strong finish by Rachel Phelps. Oh my, the sophomore guard.
That was such a great finish by Rachel. Finishing through the contact is really tough to do sometimes. So great job.
Tabora relocates and misses. Evident foul there in the full court setting. Monte Torres, she has 4 points, and she'll be shooting free throws with 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, you like to be able to see him get to the line early, get Bob Jones into some foul trouble, and let's shoot some free throws.
Number 4, Kristen Menser. Number 25, Sky Boyd. And number 33, Maddie Fowler.
Torres to the free throw line for her first trip tonight. The Eagles perfect from the charity stripes tonight already. Those 2 free throws coming from Leah Phelps. First one off for Phelps. One of 2 from the line for Phelps. Rather, Monte Torres. She leads all scorers with 5. On her team, Dickinson also with 5. And a foul there on Rachel Phelps.
That was on Eagles number 2, Rachel Phelps. Her first.
Eagles are going to go to a man here, a man defense. They usually do a really good job playing man-to-man.
Here is Dickinson. Goes to Hutton. Tabora on the right side of the post. Dickinson goes to Miller. She'll attack. Miller goes to Clark. Rather Dickerson, Caitlin Dickerson. 3 seconds to fire. Tabora gets around Menser. Basket no good. Shot clock violation nonetheless.
Great defense by Pensacola Christian College Eagles, causing the shot clock violation.
Boyd will attack. Boyd, can she go coast to coast? Throws up a shot. Saves her own miss. But can't find the hands of Torres.
I feel like it's got to be something there. There's an awful lot of contact down there.
Despite the contact, Coach Sellers screaming from the sideline, get it under control. And I honestly agree with him. Great take, but he could have got a better shot at it, especially with so much time remaining on the shot clock.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Al. She definitely could have got a better looking shot on that transition.
Tabora, great swim move over Maddie Fowler, the freshman. Hutton with the collision. Wow, that one fortunately not resulting to an injury. And now Rachel Phelps going to the line for some deserved free throws. Despite the foul count being capped at 7 for a quarter, very interesting here, 7 fouls already in the first quarter of play here for Bob Jones University. If this was done in halves, we would almost be at the 11-minute mark, and the Bruins are truly in some serious foul trouble.
Yeah, it's good obviously for PCC for them to get to the line early. Unfortunate for Bob Jones because that just gives us more opportunity to score. But the Eagles are doing a good job of being aggressive. And I don't think Bob Jones is playing really great, smart defense right now, which obviously is why they've gotten into some foul trouble.
Tabora, guarded by Rachel Phelps. Ainsley Hutton, my apologies. Goes to Dickinson. Dickinson now to Dickerson. Dickerson will attack here and find Miller. She'll launch a triple. That's true. Cuts the deficit to a 3-point cushion.
You're not going to be able to leave Annie Miller open. She definitely will shoot the outside shot very often. She's a reasonably good shooter.
Miller shoots the outside shot, but Boyd will knock down the pull-up jumper with ease. Menser with the steal. Menser finds a trailing Wolford. She'll let it fly. Boom, boom, boom.
That was really smart play by Kristen Menser. She saw nothing was in the lane. She saw Jenna Wolford out, kicked it out there, and of course Jenna makes the three.
No shot clock available, 14 on the regulation clock. Now Dickerson, the inbounder. Tabora quickly goes to Dickinson. Dickinson double team, triple team, loses possession. Rachel Phelps gets the steal. Geisler goes to Wolford. Wolford, the tough take, an offensive foul. Honestly, I want to agree with that far side official. Great placement there by number 20, Ainsley Hutton, the sophomore business major.
Yeah, Hutton anticipated that Jenna was going to drive hard to the lane, and she had really good position with her feet. She was waiting there, and she took the charge.
Miller will let the clock expire, and the Eagles have a comfortable 8-point lead. Well, rather, 8-point lead. I thought my math was wrong here. Going into the second quarter. 3 more quarters of basketball when we come back. Ten more minutes of basketball available now in the second quarter of play. Pensacola Christian College trying to punch another ticket into the South Region Championships. Coach, there's 2 banners behind us. They're right now above us, but now we want to put those banners in the Raptors. Both of those Raptors in contention for us now, with the boys getting a victory against Toccoa Falls College. Hutton works on Boyd. Shuffle pass to Dickerson. Hutton will launch a triple. That one no good. Great rebound by Wolford. Great find in the corner. Phelps will fire. Boom, boom, boom. Stoppage of time here, I believe, for Annie Miller's shoe.
Love to see Leah Phelps taking those open shots. That's definitely something that it's been fun to watch Leah over the years. She's just become such a really good shooter.
Anna Lane Wilder back into the contest here for Pensacola. What a shooting performance she had the other day. 8 of 11 from downtown, 24 points. All of those from beyond the 3-point land.
Yeah, that was definitely a good shooting performance by her. Obviously, PCC, we don't want to see that again.
Menser will try to find Phelps, but turns it over. Her first turnover of the outing. Wilder will attack. Wilder, right hand scooper good.
Eagles have been doing a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. Only 4 turnovers so far in the game, which is much better than it was the other night.
And another turnover here for Pensacola. Make that 5, Coach.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon, but in the first quarter, they definitely took very good care of the ball, and that has helped.
Miller will fire another triple. That one off the mark. Great baseball pass up ahead to Phelps. She'll fire a triple, no good. Kept alive by Geisler, but into the hands of Anna Lane Wilder. Here's an attack here by Dickerson, and a steal by Holland Geisler.
I love when Holland comes in. You know she's going to contribute, get a few boards, maybe a couple steals, get a few points. So it's great to see her already doing a good job.
Boom, boom, boom! The triple try is going to fly into the rim for Kristen Menser. Great conversion by her. Dickerson will attack. Off the backboard, no good. Great vertical defense by Menser.
She kept on her feet. She didn't go for the fakes, and that allowed her to keep in good position and get the rebound.
Dribble pull-up, no good. Miller in transition. No one stopping the ball. She goes to Tabora, and she'll attack. Corner, Wilder, she'll fire, no good, but a foul on the shot.
Fouls on Eagles number 3, Allen Kaiser, first of the game. Subbing in for the Eagles, number 2, Rachel Phelps, and number 21, Monse Torres.
Wilder, she'll head to the free throw line and convert on 2 free throws. That's good for the Bruins, but occasionally bad for the Eagles when a shooter gets an opportunity to get her form down at the free throw line with the clock stopped. That's unfortunate in our favor.
Not something you want to see too often, obviously, but Holland got out there, just a little bit too much contact on that three-point shot.
Both free throws converted for Wilder. She now has 6. 3 of 3 from the line. Tabora out of the game as well for number 30, Hallie Ritter. They go middle to Torres. Somehow she maintains it. She'll attack the rim to the basket. She goes! Mo is putting on a show.
That was a great take by Monse, just reading the defense, realizing it was a one-on-one situation and just taking it strong to the rim.
The feed to Ritter is no good. Dickinson, she recently checked back into the game. Dickerson will fire and convert. That's actually Beth Clark instead. Torres will attack the gap and go corner to Rachel Phelps. She'll fire. That 3 wedge between the rim. The ball saved from the rim. Nonetheless, is that Pensacola possession off a wedge ball? I did not know that, their coach.
It goes by the jump ball possession arrow.
Wolford gets the ball in a full court setting. Switched on to Dickinson though. Torres out of Rachel. Menser will attack. Menser to the basket. Too strong.
Such a nice take. Would have loved to see Menser finish there at the rim. I like how the Eagles are being patient offensively. They're not forcing anything. They're just taking their shots that they want.
Dickinson will fire, no good. Torres another rebound, that's her 6th.
Great job by the Pensacola Eagles defensively. You see 5 white jerseys down there rebounding. You're not seeing as many blue jerseys rebounding. So we're limiting the second chance shots for the Bruins.
Dickinson loses it in the full court setting. Off the backboard, no good for Phelps. Almost too open there, coach.
You definitely hate to see that, Al, but it happens.
That is Beth Clark to Dickinson. Dickinson will attack. She'll find us cutting Skibo. Wilder will fire. The Eagles catch a big break there, coach.
Bob Jones is a pretty good three-point shooting team. I think they average around 37 or 38%.
Beautiful triple try for Leah Phelps. That's her 3rd triple, rather 2nd triple.
That's her spot down there in the corner. Love shooting threes from down there. If you're guarding Leah Phelps, you should know not to leave her open in the corners.
Dickinson will attack. Here is Wilder, guarded by Wolford. Wilder, another scooping layup is good. Wilder keeping her team in the game.
That's a tough shot right there.
3 on the way! Boom, boom, boom! Leah Phelps coming up big. And here is Beth Clark. Here's the handoff from Shea Dickinson. Dickinson will dump it down to Ritter. Ritter trying to work on Torres. Torres playing phenomenal vertical defense, but better offense there by Ritter.
That was a good little move. She shook Mo just enough to get her to have that wide open look at the basket.
Mentor will fire in the opposite corner, but a traveling violation before she fired the shot.
I didn't see her feet move, but you gotta go with the trail official on that.
Hutton back into the game here, this time for Catherine Skibo. Actually, that was for Dickinson. Skibo into the competition now. Great fake. Clark open from the corner land. No good, but rebounds her own miss. Hutton gets that pass deflected from Phelps. Great anticipation getting into the passing lane of the Bruins.
Not exactly sure what PCC Eagles were doing defensively. We kind of left a couple girls open to shoot at the three-point line. So let's just hope that was a miscommunication, and we're going to get back on it.
Miller, great cut to the basket, goes outside to Hutton. Hutton works on Torres, basket no good. Great save by Menser. She'll go to Torres. An inadvertent hit there on Annie Miller.
Good defense by Monse Torres, just super good at staying down low, keeping her man in front. Everybody individually is doing a great job as well.
Here is Menser. The Bruins still in a variation of a 1-2-2 but man press scheme.
Eagles haven't had too much trouble breaking it. In fact, they've gotten several open shots because of it.
Here's an open shot now. Torres, dribble pull up, no good.
Don't see too many of those shots by Mo. She's either going to drive it or she's going to get a little outside shot.
Miller will fire off the backboard and good. Her second triple of the outing. Off the bench, already with 8 points.
Like I said earlier, Al, you definitely cannot leave her open. She's going to make several shots.
Phelps, no good on a triple. Here's the Bruins. Miller trailing. Goes to Bria Dickinson. Boom! Just like that, we have a 6-point game on our hands.
Yeah, it goes from being, 12 points to 6 points with just a couple missed communication or a lack of defense on the other end, and leaves them wide open for some good shots.
Wilder, a foul to stop Mentor from attacking the basket. Borderline clear pass foul there on Wilder, since Menser had an open lane, no one stopping her. And it was because the foul she placed on the defender, rather her offender, makes the stoppage of the ball and also a reset of the shot clock. Torres will find Phelps. Phelps will attack. Phelps with the hesitation move. Outside to Torres. One more to Menser. Now 3 to fire. They go to Rachel Phelps. Out of bounds. Is that a shot clock violation here?
Yeah, it should be, because we definitely didn't get the shot off in time.
Here is a conference between the officials
I
at the
believe,
top of the key.
my apologies. I believe that when Kristen Menser tried to throw it down there to Rachel, there was already just like 1 second on the shot clock, and I don't think she got it off in time.
We are waiting for a verdict from our officials. They're putting 1 second on the shot clock. My assumption, there was probably different viewings from these officials here. That's why you have 3 officials, to make sure you can clear up calls, not just from one person, not just from 2 people, but from 3 different angles.
Yeah, it's very true. It's nice to have all 3 of those. You got your center, lead, and trail officials. Each have different things that they watch. The clock sometimes can get overlooked.
We're going to step aside here briefly as Coach Sellers calls a timeout. 1 second on the shot clock, 2:28 on the game clock. The Eagles going to have to fire quickly here. Here's a screen. They go inside. Basket, no good, and that's an evident shot clock violation. Seemed like a bit of a breakdown of a play for Pensacola.
Yeah, normally they're pretty good at executing what Coach Sellers draws up on the timeout. That one was obviously a struggle. There was way too much ball action on the floor for them to be able to convert to anything.
Not just that, but not a whole lot of time to operate as well. I think Coach was trying to set up an open three-point attempt for Wolford.
That's kind of how I viewed the whole play too as well.
Here's Tabora, goes to Hutton. Hutton will attack. Hutton off the backboard and good.
Tough shot. Montse had good defense there. She was able to finish through that contact.
4-point deficit now for the Bruins. Boyd will attack, and that's blocked by Wilder. The Bruins now on an 8-0 run.
A little bit of a breakdown offensively by Pensacola this quarter. Got to hand it to Bob Jones.
Now a 10-0 run for the Bruins. They go inside, Torres to Boyd, backboard, good. That cuts the drought.
Yeah, Boyd able to snap that 10-0 run finally. The Eagles need a little something to get themselves going.
Here is Miller. Miller will fire. Miller can't connect. Offensive rebound by Bria Dickinson. They find Hutton in the corner, and she cashes in a triple.
I'm not exactly sure what's happening defensively, but that's too many open opportunities Bob Jones getting on the three-point line.
Wolford with an answer. A much-needed answer at that, removing the 1-point deficit from the Bruins.
Definitely.
This game not exactly like the first matchup between the Bruins or the second matchup. The first matchup between the Bruins was back and forth until about the third quarter. The second matchup was all Pensacola.
Right, yeah, all Pensacola. You know that's playing in Bob Jones' mind. The last time they were here, we just completely dominated them. They're here to play. They want to win just as much as we do.
A contested try. The third triple there for Annie Miller to bring this game within one. Cross-court pass sniffed out by Hutton. Saved, but into the hands of Phelps. Phelps to Boyd. Boyd rearranges her shot. Layup no good. The Bruins can get the lead here, and an evident foul. That one on Skyland Boyd.
That was on Eagles number 25, Sky Boyd, her first of the game.
.21 on the game clock. The Bruins an opportunity to possibly take a lead prior to the half. This will be their first lead of the game as well. The Eagles on the acceleration pad for majority of this half.
Eagles need to just step up their pressure defensively, get on those defensive rebounds, limit those second chance shots.
Dickinson had the step on Wolford. Wolford an attempt to block her from behind, but to no avail. That's going to send Bria Dickinson to the line for the first time tonight. She already has a triple to her name. But and now an opportunity for the Bruins to either tie or have a lead here. First free throw good. Three on the regulation clock. Second free throw, good, and now the first lead for the Bruins. There's a stoppage of time here, and Elaine Wilder out of the contest. Will the Eagles have time to get a basket here? They get it to Boyd with 1 second. She fires off the backboard, no good. Coach, they say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. Now Pensacola Christian College trailing the Bruins 44-43 is the final after the first half of play.
You know, we've been in this situation with Bob Jones before in previous seasons. It definitely is hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. But I know the Eagles definitely can do it. We just saw a few lapses in defense and offense. So Bob Jones isn't going to lay down. We already know that. We've got a little ways to go, a little work to do.
A lot of basketball to be played, but we will be back after a few messages and replays from our video promotion team. Eagles trail to Bob Jones University as they had a tremendous offensive second quarter, 30 points. Annie Miller coming off the bench with 3 triples and 11 points as well. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Coach, what a backdoor cut there by Dickinson. And now that's the biggest lead of the game for the Bruins.
Yeah, in the second quarter, the Bruins went on a 10-0 run at one point, which made it difficult for the Eagles to get into any kind of a rhythm.
Now, a turnover. Dickinson, great shot fake. Goes to Skibo, back to Dickinson.
We're going to need to see some really good communication defensively, some good help defense, just making sure that we're hedging those screens, watching back doors.
2 baskets off of backdoor cuts. And right now, the Eagles are scoreless, carrying into the first half for the past minute and a half. Trailing by their biggest margin of the game, 5 points. Miller to the table as well. Dribble pull-up, no good. Rebound secured somehow by Wolford. Goes inside to Boyd.
Good hustle by Jenna Wolford, keeping that play alive.
Good give and go. Can't get the bucket to fall for Boyd. Now a 9-0 run carrying into the first half. Dickinson attacks. It loses her footing. The Eagles now with numbers. Menser goes corner. A much-needed triple here for Pensacola. No good. The Eagles still scoreless. The last bucket by Jenna Wolford. A 3 from the corner pocket. Here's Dickinson. Goes inside to Shay Dickinson.
We're going to need to get back on those offensive rebounds.
Wilder to the basket and good. A 6-0 run to open up the half for the Bruins. The Eagles still with no answer. Torres attacking the rim, finds a wide open Menser. A bucket is much needed here in this moment. No good. Boyd the strong rebound. Wolford. Menser now. Boyd. We need a basket here. We can't find one out of a mid-range jumper from Boyd.
Eagles need to get a little bit of a fire underneath them and play some really tough defense here. That's what I like to see. Leah getting her active hands, mixing it up there.
Torres leads the break. Menser ahead of the pack. Off the backboard and good. A much-needed basket here for Pensacola. But now they still trail here, Coach.
Yeah, that's just to stop the bleeding. Great defensive play by the Eagles. Super active hands, trying to create a turnover.
Catherine Skibo, three-pointer won't work. And here's Annie Miller. What a half she had. Leading all bench scores with 11 points. She normally starts. She started in those 2 games at Pensacola and also at Greenville during the regular season. Here's a baseball pass for Phelps. Great pass inside, and an evident foul ticketed by Kristen Menser.
Good awareness by Kristen Menser. She knew the contact was coming. She was able to get the shot out and draw the foul.
This will send Menser to the line. Hutton out of the contest, Dickinson, and Dickinson out of the contest as well. Last time when Pensacola faced against Bob Jones in Greenville, it was a neck-and-neck game for most of its duration as Menser knocks down the first free throw.
Nice job by Kristen Menser putting that first one in. Love to see her make this one. I don't know if Coach Sellers is going to put a press on, but we've got to definitely step up on the defensive end.
Those free throws good for Menser, and a much-needed timeout placed here by Coach Sellers. We need to talk things over to organize some things on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball.
Definitely. There's just a lack of hustle in the half-court setting defensively. I liked what we saw later, a little bit earlier, where there was lots of active hands, getting aggressive on the defensive end. But in the half-court setting, we're going to need to do the same thing. Open up our communication, not leave players wide open like we had a couple mismatches down there.
The Eagles now trailing by 3. The largest lead for the Bruins this matchup. was a lead of 7 points. The Eagles swept the regular season victories, but you know the known, I guess you could say, proverb in basketball, well, in athletics in general, it's tough to beat a team 3 times.
It definitely is. I mean, we've done it before, like I mentioned right before the half. It's not something that is easy to do by any means.
Wolford with a great steal, but a traveling violation would wipe away the steal.
I don't know that there was a lot of ball control there for him to call the travel, but it is their call.
30 on the shot clock. Miller, the inbounder. A fine. Number 5, Caitlin Dickerson. She's triple teamed. The Eagles need to get back here. Tabora will go to Miller. Miller will attack baseline and find Dickerson. Gets her defender in the air. Miller will attack as well. Go to Sutton, who's all alone in the corner. A 3-ball goes, no good. Tabora, the second chance opportunity. Turnaround jumper, no good. Sutton, the second chance opportunity.
I thought Montse Torres had such great position there. I don't know how she didn't come up with that rebound without there being some kind of a foul.
Foul on Montse Torres. That's her second. Actually, her first of the game. Geisler into the contest as well for Kristen Menser. Coach, there's obvious absences here today. No Kristen, not Kristen Menser, but Kylie Marcus. She'll be out for an extended period of the season. And also no Alyssa Brewer as well, as now the Eagles continue to trail. Geisler fires. No good. Rebounds her own miss.
It hurts not having, it hurts us not having Kylie Marcus for sure. She was a good rebounder, just a good leader out there. She's going to put up some buckets.
Here's a conversation between the officials in the full court setting. Phelps making her case, saying that I believe Sutton grabbed her arm. And they give the foul to the Bruins. As a double foul as well on Leah Phelps too. Miller now here, Phelps on ball. Phelps also on number 5, Caitlin Dickerson. Phelps playing great defense. Rachel Phelps getting in the dribble lane of Dickerson, making a great angle towards her dribble to disrupt that path around the perimeter. Tabora to Miller. Miller will launch. That's no good. Tabora the rebound and the putback.
The Eagles did a good job in the first quarter of limiting those second chance opportunities, and we've got to do that again here. Can't let the Bruins get another offensive rebound.
The Eagles only 4 points so far in this half compared to the Bruins 10. The score in the past 2 quarters, the Bruins 40, the Eagles 25, despite the Eagles leading 22-14 in the first quarter. Phelps will drive, goes to Torres. Back to Torres. Phelps will go baseline, picks up her dribble. Wolford, thought about a shot, will attack instead. Rachel, a high arcing 3, we need it, we can't get it. Off the foot of Dickerson, and here's a loose ball. Now 1 second to get it over, and that is a 10-second violation of the Bruins.
Great hustle by Pensacola. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Diving on the ground, rolling around, getting their hands in there. That is absolutely what we have to see, but we have to see that on both ends. We're not going to be able just to play that kind of defense in the press.
The Eagles scoreless in the past nearly 2 minutes. The last bucket was a layup by Menser, which was the first point of the half. Rather, the last field goal. Wolford, show fire. 3-pointer, no good. I don't know if it was on the shot, though.
I think it was an off-the-ball foul, again, not against Monse Torres, but the foul went toward Monse.
Wolford will fire over to Torres. The Eagles still trailing by 7. Wolford will fire. We need this shot. Boom, boom, boom.
We need somebody from the Eagles to get hot offensively. We need Leah, Jenna. It's going to be Monse. If when Menser gets back in, we need someone to add a few more points to the scoreboard there.
Here's a pass to Sutton. Tabora will attack as well, and she gets the finish.
Bruins answer right back with a quick 2. You know this game is getting very physical. You can feel the tension out on the floor between the players. There's just a lot on the line here for both teams.
A very aggressive Bruins team. 14 total team fouls compared to the Eagles 6. Sends Geisler to the free throw line to convert on 2 possible free throws. The first one no good for Geisler. The winner will move on to the championship to face against Toccoa Falls College, the #1 seed in the South region, also the #2 team in the nation. Difficulty to get it past in the half court. Sutton breaks the plane. Sutton will attack. Sutton with the sidestep, layup way off the mark. Torres with the pull down. A run will be very crucial here for Pensacola. Torres goes to Phelps. They go inside to Geisler to show fire. That jumper, no good. The Eagles missing 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts.
I'd like to see the Eagles running a little bit, running the floor a little bit better on transition. Just pushing the pace a little bit, I think, is going to help offensively.
Corner opportunity for 3, no good for the Bruins. That was Beth Clark behind that shot. A basket will be pivotal down this stretch, and a blocking foul there on Sutton. Rather Hutton, my apologies. That's her 3rd foul.
Good take to the rim by Leah Phelps.
Shay Dickinson out of the game for the majority of this half. The Bruins still able to maintain a lead with her absence. That's something that should be really noticeable if you're Coach Levere.
Yeah, absolutely. Having Shay on the bench is something that's going to throw them off a little bit offensively. She's a good rebounder, so I know they're happy to have her back in the game.
First free throw good for Phelps. Cuts the deficit now to 5. The Bruins have led by as much as 7. The last basket by Katrina Tabora. A layup to give her 6 points.
I like that Coach Sellers has us back in the press. I think we've done enough to create turnovers, live ball turnovers, and dead ball turnovers to make it worth us staying in this press.
Clark somehow gets the ball. She'll go corner. A fire for the Bruins, no good. Tough rebound, though, to no avail. Menser secures it. Kristen Menser finds Leah Phelps. Phelps, Wilder. Basket and 1 for Leah Phelps! Boom, boom, boom! A much-needed basket for the senior guard. Slices the deficit from 4 to 2.
Get some great momentum going. Love that and 1.
The free throw's up, no good for Phelps. She has 17. With many players absent today, we are going to need our former South Region Player of the Year to step up in a major way. Nearly forcing a turnover. Here's Dickinson. She'll attack, and she'll dump it down to Ritter. It will stay southbound, though, with the Bruins.
Great help by Kristen Menser getting down there when Monse stepped up to cover. Kristen was really playing heads-up defense and slid down there in good position.
There's an inbounds play here for the Bruins. They find Dickinson. She'll work on the other forward in the first team all-region conversation. Torres with the steal. And a loose ball. Beth Clark converts. Now the Eagles with numbers, only trailing by 4. 3 on the way, no good. Torres with the chase down. And he's staying here with Pensacola. Man, what a game. The Eagles still unable to find consistent offense here despite only being down 4.
Good hustle by Montse Torres, just heads up there. She was able to bounce it off the Bob Jones Bruins. It fell out of bounds, and now the Eagles get a chance to take the ball out of the sidelines.
Menser, the inbounder, 2:15 remainder. The few Bob Jones faithful, and I want to say a couple Toccoa fans, chanting defense. Phelps will drive. No good finish for Phelps. Dickinson will push the pace. Dickinson stops in her tracks. Menser with the steal. Menser finds a trailing Wolford. She'll fire a triple! Boom! 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 What a shot by Wolford! The biggest shot of the night there, Coach. Sorry I had to get up out my seat. I was overtly excited after a little bit of a spark of offense there after the 3 by Menser.
We got a warning on the bench for coming out onto the floor or standing up off the floor when she made that 3, so that's what just took place there. He's telling Coach Sellers the players have to stay on the bench, and he's telling them the same thing. That will be a technical the next time that happens.
Absolutely. Fortunately, that was a warning administered the first time. Wilder receives the inbound. Wilder will try to work the baseline, but she loses possession, and I believe that is a jump ball called by the near side official. Possession arrow going in favor of Pensacola. Not a whole lot of fans in the air in the arena, but they are for sure making their presence known.
Yeah, it's pretty loud in here already, which is good. It's a good kind of feeling when you have a lot of people out cheering you on.
Makes it difficult sometimes to hear your co-broadcaster. Unfortunately, we have a volume button though, so we'll be okay. I can hear you perfectly clear now, Coach.
I can try to talk a little bit louder over the volume.
Torres will attack on Tabora. Torres to the right side. Torres gets the bucket and the lead. What a show!
What a tough shot. Excellent offense by Montse Torres.
Eagles in a desperation to try to gain some momentum before entering the 3rd quarter, and a foul on Phelps' steal attempt. And this crowd is now alive here, Coach.
Yeah, it's hard when they don't call that over the last. I mean, we've seen so many things happen where Leah Phelps is getting her hand in there, deflecting the ball off the dribble. So it's hard when they call it once.
Jenna Wolford so far with 6 steals in this matchup. Miller, the inbounder, will inbound it long to number 5, Caitlin Dickerson. Dickerson getting guarded tightly. She loses the ball. Somehow finds Dickinson. And that is a turnover going northbound with Pensacola.
This is the kind of defense that we want to see, Al. Aggressive, all over, loose balls, digging it out, playing tough.
One thing that's so weird here is that in the first 2 quarters, you can drop a coin in this arena and you can hear the coin. And now, my phone's going off saying that the environment is too loud. Here's a kick to Rachel Phelps. A high arcing triple. That misses everything. Not gonna lie, Coach, from this angle, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was going in, definitely. Had a nice, good high arch to it.
Miller picks up her dribble and is double teamed. And she calls a timeout. That is a 30-second timeout with 48 seconds remaining. 24 on the shot clock. The winner will go off to play Toccoa Falls in the championship. Who will it be? We'll figure out with 48 seconds and a quarter of basketball remaining. Seconds on the game clock. 58-59 in favor of Pensacola. Dickinson will fire off the backboard. No good. Second chance opportunity. And she lays it in, and it's good. Bria Dickinson.
Somehow there were only blue jerseys underneath that. They were both kind of going for the same rebound. We didn't have any Eagles presence down there to get that defensive rebound.
3 on the way, no good. Chased down by Annie Miller. And Torres with the steal. Now 17 on the regulation clock. Wolford thought about firing. She'll go inside to Torres. And a blocking foul.
Good aggressive take there by Montse Torres.
And the chance of Mo the Show from her family. Really funny. That's a nickname I kind of gave her this year because, you know, the words Mo and Show, some would say they rhyme, you know.
It's perfect.
Montse Torres having a phenomenal night. 9 points and 9 rebounds, 3 steals. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
This year getting on the first team all-region selection in the South region. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Geisler into the game here for Torres. Smart decision here by coach to avoid her from getting another foul. They get it up to Miller. Miller to Tabor and a no-look feed. Back outside to Miller. Miller anticipates. Wilder a triple. Good. Before the clock expires. She had 8 triples yesterday. This is her first today, and it comes at a crucial moment. She has 16 on the night.
It stops a little bit of the momentum from Pensacola. That nailing that 3 to beat the buzzer there at the end of quarter.
Eagles on a 5-1 run until that triple to conclude the regulation. But coach, we got some more basketball ahead of us. We'll be back momentarily. (63-60) here in the Nest. 10 more minutes of regulation basketball to decide who will face off against Toccoa Falls College, the 1 seed in the championship of the South region. I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach. And Coach, that was way too easy.
Yeah, not even any Eagles down at all in the block to defend that.
Geisler loses the ball, but it will stay here with PCC.
Yeah, we got lucky with the little bounce off her foot as Holm was kind of trying to chase it.
Menser doesn't have a lot of options. Somehow finds Phelps. Phelps will attack. Phelps to the basket. She goes.
How she came up with that, I am not sure, but great finish by Leah Phelps.
Dickerson finds Miller. She's had a phenomenal night. Wilder is left all alone in transition, and the Eagles catch a break. She has 16, but she had 8 threes the other night against Johnson University of Florida.
Smart play by Leah Phelps, not rushing the shot, getting into their half-court offense.
Phelps goes to Menser. The Eagles trying to take advantage of the clock despite being down by 3. Patient offense. Geisler to Rachel Phelps. They go to Leah Phelps in the corner. Wolford to Menser, show fire. That's too strong. Doesn't touch the backboard, but Dickinson controls it. Bria Dickinson had the last field goal to put the Bruins up by 5. She somehow finds Miller. Shay Dickinson, no good. Tabora gets the rebound over Rachel Phelps. Miller comes out, will attack. A shot towards the basket, and an offensive foul. The fans loving it. No lie, Coach. I'm a bit surprised.
I mean, it looked to me like she was just more a little bit out of control than an offensive foul. But, you know, it's a good call for the Eagles to get.
Here is Wolford. Boyd will attack the gap. Goes corner to Phelps. Phelps will also attack. Phelps, layup good.
Leah Phelps is so good at driving baseline and getting those little finishes.
Miller with 4 fouls. Dickinson will drive. Goes to Miller, layup good.
Another chance there where the Eagles could have had someone on the help side. No one was there to stop that basket.
Strong take there for Boyd. Phelps in the corner alone.
A little bit too hard of a put up there by Skyland Boyd. I think she was expecting just a little bit more contact on the defensive end.
Tabora with the move inside and a blocking foul.
It's hard to argue, you know, with the official. Obviously, it's not going to do any good. But that, to me, it looked like Monse had her feet set.
Miller out of the contest as well for number 15, Beth Clark. And Shay Dickinson out of the contest for Ainsley Hutton. First free throw, no good for Tabora. A lot of implications here on this game here tonight, Coach.
7 minutes and 37 seconds is the difference between one person's season continuing and one person's season being over. Or one team, I should say.
Phelps goes baseline and draws 2. Menser will attack and go to Wolford. Wolford to Phelps. Phelps will take a contested look. That's hard off the rim.
It's really good ball movement by the Eagles. I like all the passing, trying to get the open shot that they want.
Tabora works down low. Tabora dumps it down to Hutton, and it will stay here. The Bruins fighting hard to avenge the disappointing loss that they faced here in Pensacola. I'm telling you this now, Coach, this is like a completely different team, especially on how they're taking care of the ball. In that matchup, they had over 30 turnovers. In this game, you only have 1. Stop and pop, no good for Wolford.
I mean, just having coached against the Bruins for so many years and been in this position before, I know that the Bruins have a lot to prove here. When you have a loss like they did against us in the last game, there's just so much on their mind.
And that is a foul there on number 15, Beth Clark. That's her 4th. Miller back into the game as well as Catherine Skibo. Miller having a phenomenal game, 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field. Nevertheless, she also has 4 fouls.
Unfortunate for the Bruins, you know, she's got 4. Although with 6 minutes left in the game, I'm not surprised Coach Levier's not taking her out. I mean, she's played a good game, so he needs her.
Firing 3, no good. Tabora unable to control the ball. Boyd grabs it, and a foul, I believe, on Skibo. No, that one on Tabora. That's her 2nd.
Any loose balls, we're all over, and I like to see that effort by Skyland Boyd, just keeping that alive and, of course, drawing the foul.
The Bruins on a 5-0 runs. The Eagles scoreless in the past 5 minutes. Rachel Phelps unable to connect on a driving layup. Miller can't get the ball over somehow. Sutton loses the ball, but Boyd can't keep it in bounds.
I thought there might have been an over and back there because I thought it looked like it crossed over, but could have missed that a little bit.
Skibo, no good on the 3, but the second chance opportunity is allotted. Miller by herself on the low block. No look feed to Tabora, and she misses it. That could have been definite. We're going to stay here as well. I don't know if you guys can see the screen, but our side cut off a little bit. But we will resume as normal. Jumper no good here for Rachel Phelps, rather Kristen Menser. The Eagles scoreless so far Only 4 points in the fourth. Miller will fire a contested try. Wow! That is incredible.
She will shoot
16 points off the bench for Miller.
She will shoot the contested three all day.
And the response there by Rachel Phelps. Here is a timeout, full timeout on the floor. Eagles trailing by 7. We will be back. Another blown opportunity here for Pensacola. Sorry for the brief intermission. Just had to address some technical difficulties. Here's Phelps to Wolford. The look, no good. Second chance opportunity, no good for Pensacola as well. Here's Rachel Phelps, back to Menser. Switched over to Phelps. The Eagles getting ample opportunities, but just unable to convert.
Yes, several opportunities there. We just were not able to put the ball in the hole.
Coach, these are probably the most important 4 minutes of the season, honestly. Our season is on the line depending on if we can be victorious in this matchup or not.
Yeah, you hate that it comes down to, 4 quarters of basketball, but that's what the playoffs are about. It's about putting your season into play, what you've done. And the girls have had a phenomenal season, 22-3. They've got to prove themselves here. Bob Jones will not just go quietly. They're putting up a fight, and they're going to be the team that they are, which is a pretty good team.
A bucket here for Rachel Phelps, giving her 22. Dickinson into the game, Sutton out of the competition as well. Bob Jones leading by 6. The winner tonight will face Toccoa Falls College. Skibo to Miller. A lot of loose balls. Dickinson will attack. Miller, Beth Clark. Clark to Miller. 4 seconds to fire. Miller will throw a shot at the rim. Rebounded by Wolford. The Eagles have to score quickly here. Now just under 4 minutes remaining. The Eagles missing 9 of their last 10 shots. Great give and go. Blocked from behind by Dickinson.
Good defense by Shea Dickinson. Good timing on that block.
Miller will attack. Miller goes corner. Skibo goes inside. Tabora rotates to Clark. Clark back to Tabora. She has a mismatch. Wow, I believe Tabora dribbled the ball, picked it up, and dribbled it again. the possession will stay here with Pensacola.
That's hard to see. I mean, everybody in the crowd knew it was a double dribble. I think the refs have really got to get a little bit better control of this. They're going to have to start making some more consistent calls. Things are getting really physical and chippy out there.
And a timeout called here by the Bruins. We're going to step aside as we anticipate the most important 3 minutes and 31 seconds of the season. The most crucial 3 minutes and 31 seconds of the season.
Yeah, for both teams, it's coming down to the wire.
The Eagles need to find a way to make this a manageable matchup here. Here's Beth Clark.
The Eagles have only put up 7 points this quarter.
And that is a turnover on the Bruins. One thing that the Eagles need to be mindful of, there is no basket that can get you 6 points, but there are multiple baskets that can get you into this game, and the Eagles need to convert on the easy ones, despite the officiating or the other team.
Exactly. There are lots of opportunities. There's lots of time on the clock. They obviously cannot trade baskets. They're going to have to go down and play solid defense and get some stops, and then they're going to have to put the ball in the hole on the other end.
The Eagles. Here's a conversation between the officials. Let's see what the verdict is. Wilder into the competition for the Bruins. This game reminds me of the Pensacola versus Bob Jones game last year at home. We broadcasted that game together, and it came down to the wire. The Eagles found a way to pull that through, but the Eagles have not shot the most efficiently in the past few moments here.
They haven't. You know, the first quarter felt so different than these last 3 quarters.
Oh, absolutely.
And we've got to get something back. We've got to have some big-time players step up and make some shots, starting with free throws.
First free throw good for Skyland Boyd, and you mentioned how phenomenal the first half we had. We were shooting about 45% from the field, and now in this second half, we've been shooting roughly about, I want to say, 20 to 25% from the field. Dickinson finds Clark. Triple team, Phelps with the steal and an obvious foul.
Kind of would have loved to see him let that go and just let her finish she didn't make it, but she might have made it had he not blown the whistle.
Clark out of the game, that's her 5th foul. Honestly, the Eagles now know that they have 3 players in foul trouble. Attack the rim. No other way to put it, like fancy here or fluff it up or put it nicely. You got to take care of the things that you can take care of, like free throws and turnovers. But notice the deficiencies the other teams have, not in personal deficiencies, but situation deficiencies. We have 5 players that are in foul contention. Take advantage of that.
Yeah, you have to exploit it, use it, and get them to give up that 5th foul.
The Bruins on a tear in this second half. On the floor, Miller found the possession. Let's see the verdict here. I believe a timeout called by Coach Levere. The Eagles trail by 4 with 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. The Eagles scoreless in the past 2 minutes and 25 seconds. The Bruins also scoreless. This has been a physical last couple minutes, Coach.
It's been very physical. You hate to see it get to this, but when there's so much there's so much history between these 2 teams in a situation like this where they're playing in the, playing for that regional, to get to that regional championship game. It's bound to happen. We just have to hope that the refs manage it and keep it under control and really officiate with good wisdom.
The Eagles not shooting the greatest from the field here today. 26% from the 3-point land and 66% from the free throw line. Coach, 7 missed free throws. That might not be a lot, but that may be the difference between a win and a loss, Coach.
It definitely could. I mean, we missed the front end of several, free throws.
It is steal by Wolford. Boyd in transition. Scoop move. Another easy one. Unable to be converted. You hate to see it, Coach.
Yeah.
A transition opportunity that, despite the contact by both teams, you got to take advantage of the easy ones.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a great move by Skyland. You would have loved to see her finish that. There's obviously more going on than just that missed opportunity there.
Both teams cleared to their benches as the officials talk things over. I think we're going to take a little break here as well, Coach. We have a double intentional foul on Skyland Boyd and also Shea Dickinson. Dickinson now with 3. The Bruins really in foul trouble in this matchup, yet have a comfortable 4-point cushion. Now just under 3 minutes to go. And a turnover. Phelps keeps it in bounds somehow. A basket is preferential. We're going to stay here with Pensacola. Man, Coach, this is a game and a half. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous. My hands are sweaty, my feet are shaking. It's definitely coming down to the wire. Great steal there by Leah Phelps. Would have liked to see it get a quick 2, but we'll take the out of bounds.
Miller out of the game with 4 fouls. They find Phelps. Phelps will attack. Phelps with the open lane. Phelps, a lot of contact, no call. And another opportunity with 21 seconds on the shot clock.
You know, we don't need anything fancy, Al. We just need to put the ball in the basket.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody needs to be a hero. Just make the easy baskets, draw the fouls, run the offense. Let's get some points on the board.
Wolford, a long 2. I think it was tipped.
Yeah, it was definitely tipped. The trajectory of the ball changed completely.
The Eagles with another opportunity with 14 on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 36 remaining on the game clock. They get it out to Torres. Torres attacks and finds Menser. She's left all alone. Boom! Boom, boom, boom! Dickinson finds Dickinson. Dickinson has 4 seconds to get it over, picks up her dribble, and somehow finds Hutton. Hutton finds Tabora. Tabora's going to attack. Wow, they're left all alone for a triple. That's no good. Menser an attempt to get it, but in the possession now of Bria Dickinson. They go inside to Tabora. Tabora will work inside. Tabora spin move, no good. Gets her own miss. Finds a cutting Dickinson off the backboard, no good. Wow! Many blown opportunities here for the Bruins.
We know what that feels like. We've been there on the offensive end many times.
And Menser now to the free throw line. No lie, I thought that was a traveling violation, Coach.
Yeah, I thought she was going to call a travel. Honestly, I mean, I thought there was a travel done on the other end too. But Menser goes the line. She hit that big 3 just a few seconds ago, so this is huge for her. This is a definite opportunity for us to get a tie ball game.
The first free throw brewing its way for Menser. It's good. Kristen Menser with 13 points, perfect from the line tonight. A free throw will tie it.
The Eagles actually have a couple fouls to give if you want to kind of keep that in the back of your mind.
Boom! Menzel with the biggest free throws of her career. Now the Bruins have to inbound the ball on the Eagles press. And another steal, loose ball. Dickinson picks up her dribble, and that's deflected again. 3 seconds to get it over. Now 2 seconds to get over for the Bruins.
Great hustle by Rachel Phelps and Leah Phelps. What good defense. Just did not let up on Shea Dickinson at all.
Dickinson, the inbounder.
Watch the long ball.
Gets it to Bria Dickinson, and that's a 10-second violation call.
Yeah, 10 seconds. I was doing shot clock for 10 seconds. It's great momentum there for the Eagles.
Now, this is probably the biggest minute and 35 seconds of brewing. Menser, the inbounder. They get it to Torres. Torres to Wolford. Menser will drive and find Torres. Torres will attack. Basket good! Mo Bashaw! Wilder now with the possession. Wilder loses possession. This will stay here with the Bruins. Coach, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have to stand for the rest. You feel free to sit. But man, what a game. The Eagles down by as much as 6 in this game. Now half of 2-point lead. Here is Hutton now, the inbounder. Finds a wide open Bria Dickinson. She works around, throws a shot up and good. Wow.
How she got that to fall, I'm not sure. She kind of spun around.
I couldn't tell you either, Coach.
Threw it up there, but it went in, and for them, that's all that matters.
Now just under a minute remaining. Wolford thought about a shot. They go back inside to Torres. The basket, no good. Here's Bria Dickinson. She's had issues coming with the press, but she breaks it this time. Tabora will drive. She'll find Hutton. Hutton, the basket, no good. Torres, the biggest rebound of her career.
Great hustle by Monse. She didn't keep the ball still, so the Bruins didn't have a chance to try to reach in there and tie it up. She kept it moving, was able to kick it up the floor.
The Eagles looking to waste a lot of time here. 75-75 is the score. They go to Wolford. She takes the biggest three of her life. No good. Rebound by Tabora. Here is Dickinson. Dickinson finds Hutton. Hutton will attack. Hutton finds Bria Dickinson for a high-arcing triple. That misses everything. And now a timeout. Coach Sellers calling a 30-second timeout to advance it. Coach, wow, I cannot believe the ending to this game. The Eagles with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this game were only down by 6. Now they're tied up at 75 apiece with a chance to win it here at home. Coach, who do you give the ball to in this situation?
Boy, I think they're expecting, to get it to Jenna Wolford.
Oh,
she's a confident shooter. She can handle the ball well. I wouldn't be surprised if Leah Phelps gets a shot off with 3 seconds left. Again, I've mentioned this. Coach Sellers is a master at drawing up these plans, and the girls do a great job 9 times out of 10 executing them.
75-75 is the score. Kristen Menser, the inbounder. Shea Dickinson on the ball. The Eagles players in a stack formation, both Phelps Sixers. Torres and Wolford in the contest. They go to Phelps. Phelps attacks. Phelps to the basket. And she gets the game! Leah Phelps! And they storm the court! Wow! Leah Phelps, I can't believe it! The 5th-year senior gets the basket and the foul, and here's the conference here between the officiating. Let's see the verdict here. Very interesting situation here. I think there may be a technical placed on for storming the court maybe. That would be a sad sight to see. Here's the conference with the officials.
You know, I saw a fan run out to the court when the game was over, and the official was trying to push him off. Of course, you got people coming down from the stands. Hard to know.
So we're going to count the basket. Okay, so the basket is going to count with the free throw here for Leah Phelps. A technical foul will not be assessed to the fans. Point 3 is on the clock here for Pensacola Christian College. Wow. Another page in the chapter between the BJU and Pensacola Challenger. Great performance by Bob Jones University nonetheless. They performed phenomenally. Here's Phelps to make this a 3-point game. Let us see. Leah Phelps having a huge game despite the absence of many players. She has 25. She's 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
31 has 5.
And Dickinson also with 5 fouls.
She has 5 fouls.
Wow. Unbelievable. Very close call. Coach, I would not even fathom if the game would have been caused by the fans storming the court. I don't even know how to explain that one. Dickinson out of the game, I believe for the last time in her career. What a phenomenal career for her.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal post player, averaging 10 points, shooting 47% from the field this year. Congratulations on honestly an incredible career. A South Region champion as well in the 2021-22 school year as well, Coach.
Yeah, she's made a...
And that's the game. Wow. What a game. The Eagles will play tomorrow. Leah Phelps intentionally missing the free throw in order to send the Eagles to the championship. Wow, Coach, what a game.
It was a phenomenal game. I mean, you hate to see poor sportsmanship a little bit from our fans because there's just so much history between these two, like I've mentioned. Makes it difficult in the heat of the battle.
What a game. I cannot believe the ending. The Eagles down for majority of the half, shot horrifically in the second half, but somehow find a way to pull out a victory despite many players not being present, despite many players not shooting well. They live to survive another game here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Coach, we have these two banners behind us. We have a chance now to bring both of them home tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Very exciting. It's going to be a tough matchup between Toccoa Falls.
Wow. Coach, unbelievable. Leah Phelps with 25 points. That ties a career best for her this year. What a game. Congratulations to Bob Jones University on a phenomenal season this year. Many players having all team mentions. Also their boys tomorrow facing our guys in the championship as well. Our girls will face off against number 2 Toccoa Falls to be victorious possibly in that championship game. The Eagles faced off against Toccoa Falls last year, and what a game. That was close, but somehow we found a way to pull it off. What was the key that turned that success, Coach?
You know, I think the Eagles were just resilient. They just stayed after it. Honestly, their defensive effort on the press, the loose balls, was phenomenal. I mean, they were so scrappy, fighting, causing turnovers, creating frustration in the back half of the court. So that was a huge contributor.
Well, I hope every single person that is a PCC girls basketball player heads straight to bed after this game, because 4 o'clock is where all the marbles are going to be placed on the tables. Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to join with us here tomorrow in the Nest as our guys and our girls face off for the region championship. Who will win it? Who knows? Come figure it out tomorrow. Fans, if you're watching and you're not here, get here in the Nest. Coach, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
It was a fun time, and we'll see you guys soon.